Good morning, Naomi Suzanne from Naomi's Home Health. I'm just going to see if I can add someone here, the lovely Sharon. No, she must be coming on. Okay, I'll just wait and see if she's coming on. It's hard to see sometimes. We're going to be making simple hummus using the Thermomix, and she'll be making Brazilian cheese puffs. Wow. Okay, is she coming in? She's not even watching yet. Have you got the request? Sometimes Facebook just doesn't do the right thing. You can request to come on. If you go down the bottom, Sharon, there should be a little request to come on, where there's a little person. But I've sent you a request. I don't know why it's not working. Okay. Okay, are you on? Here she is. So, you should have a request to come on down. Add. Why doesn't Facebook just do what it does, what it's supposed to?
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning, Naomi. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, good, good. Very well, thank you.
I'm just getting can you see? Can't see my head, but nobody wants to see my head anyway.
Yeah, I can see you. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. So, what are you making this morning?
So this morning we're gonna make the cheese, Brazilian cheese puffs that they're very famous, among our community.
Yes.
And yeah, it's a very quick and easy dish that I always love to do for my daughter. She loves that. And she can actually do it by herself, which is even better, with the
Oh, how old
TM6.
is she?
She is 11, nearly
Oh, wow.
12. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, my kids use my Thermomix too, so it saves me having to do a lot of the work.
Yeah, that's right. And what are you making today?
I'm going to be making a simple hummus. It's my own recipe. Now, it's my quick recipe. I have several hummus recipes, but this one is using canned chickpeas, which I don't like to often use, but I do like to soak my dried chickpeas normally. But this is like if you've got 5 minutes and you've got to, make something quick for the kids, or you're going to a party and they say bring something and you want to make it. So it's literally a 5-minute job and it's delicious.
Yeah, it's my favorite dish. As
I
I
know.
told you before, I'm from the Middle East, from Jerusalem, and this is our signature dish basically. So
I
I
know.
used to do it for years and years. It's amazing.
It's a bit of a worry for me making it in front of you because You're the queen of hummus.
No,
You
no,
can
no,
tell me
don't
how
worry,
I
don't worry.
go. All
Yeah,
right.
that's really fun and easy with the TM6 anyway. So you can be using the chickpeas from the can. That's definitely all right when you
Yes.
don't have the oversoak night that we usually do. But anyway, I will start with my, and then you can, join the
All right.
with your recipe. So I'm just gonna show you. I mean, for who is watching, I don't know, but the Brazilian cheese puff, we just doing, it's like 5 minutes, basically. Preheat the oven, already done. Then we have the mini muffin tray, which I don't have the 24 one, but I do have 12, which is enough for now. And then what are we doing? Cheese. So I'm using Parmesan cheese today
Yum.
for this recipe. I already have the scale up.
And you
And
know,
yeah,
best that you don't have to grate the cheese. That's my least favorite job when cooking. It's grating cheese.
yeah, grating anything
Yeah.
basically. It's not really help. Sorry, because I'm not so used to that, but just a second. It's yeah, not really tech person, but now just gonna do it really quick. Speed
Go
9,
for
as
it.
you know,
Yes.
and
Go for
for 10. Oh, sorry. And this is the sound you want to hear. And not me. This is the
it.
sound you
Yes.
want to hear.
Perfect.
Yeah, and we got that grated cheese, like you said, simple, easy, and really fast. Next stage, we're going to, just a minute, full cream milk, yes. So, I have everything ready in advance, because I need to be organized like you always do.
Most of the time. I just forgot the garlic, so I had to run off and get that, but that's okay.
Ah, really? You didn't have everything?
I missed one ingredient.
Yeah, garlic is essential when you're making hummus, I would say.
Definitely.
Put a bit too much. Just a second. Sorry. Anyway, next thing we're doing 60-gram vegetable oil. So I use olive oil, but it's also working here.
Yeah, I use olive oil too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they recommend vegetable oil, but I don't have it actually. I'm not using it in the house.
Yeah, I don't have it in the house either.
So you use olive oil usually, or coconut oil even, or?
Yeah, olive oil. I cook with coconut oil, olive oil. Just, yeah, never any vegetable oils.
Yeah. Okay, you are the health, Nomi
Yeah.
health, so you have to be. Okay, and then we add in 1 egg to the mixture. Just a minute. 170 gram arrowroot flour, which I don't have as well, but I'm using tapioca flour, which is the
Yeah,
same
which
basically.
is the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gluten free, and I mean, it gives that the same texture.
Yes.
And now we add in just the teaspoon of salt. Yeah, I love it. This snack is amazing. It's really healthy, I think, as well. No, what do you
Yeah,
think?
definitely. Yes, because Parmesan cheese, you're using the right cheese because it's probably one of the healthiest cheeses.
Really? Okay,
Yeah.
good to know. I didn't know that. Insert, yeah, measuring cup. So now they're just gonna mix it all together. for 8, speed 8, 20 seconds, okay? And then okay, there you go. Next, scrape down side of mixing bowl. Okay, it's really liquidy, the texture, you know. I want to show, if people gonna do it, it's really, really liquidy, but that's how it should be.
Yep.
Yes, so hit next and another 5 seconds, sorry. Well, that's it. Yeah, and then I need to transfer them to the mini muffins and bake them for 12 to 15 minutes. Basically, it says everything. You know what? I'm just coming back to you because it really gives you a step-by-step instruction. So makes life easier, isn't it?
It does. Because you get the recipe and the instructions. I know if I'm doing a recipe on my phone, I'm looking at the phone and I'm trying to scroll to the next
exactly.
But on here, it just makes it so much easier. I mean, I don't have a recipe on here for what I'm about to make, but I wanted to show everybody how you can just make anything, and it doesn't have to be one of the cookie dough recipes. It can be something, you know, if you have your own recipe that you make all the time. Like I used to make hummus all the time in a food processor, but it doesn't seem to blend it as well when you just use chickpeas. You've got to cook them for a long time if you use a food processor, but this, it seems to come out a lot smoother.
Yeah, definitely. And you know, you can use also the slow cooking mode with the chickpeas. And this is what I was trying recently, and it came up so smooth because it slow cooked them. And the texture is amazing. It's really smooth as well. So
I'll have to try that. I haven't tried that yet.
Yeah.
So are you going to put your cheese puffs in the oven?
So now, I'm just gonna transfer them to this, you know, mini muffin tray. And and then you can start your hummus and hopefully.
Sure. So this is my simple recipe. This is just organic chickpeas. I just use a can of those. And I reserved some of the liquid from the can because I'm going to use a bit of that.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah,
it's just water and a bit of salt. It's a brine, really. I've got a clove of garlic. If you want more garlic, you can always add it. And then I'm just going to add maybe, I better measure. I don't measure things, so, you know.
Yeah, like me, Nomi, I'm not good in measuring because I feel like the amount. When I make falafel, I just do it by the eye. I don't know how much.
Well, that's 2 tablespoons of the liquid, and I'm going to do about 2 tablespoons of, I've got lemon juice, which is a lemon from my tree. I'll do about 2 tablespoons.
Oh, you have a garden, yeah?
You can always add more of something at the end, because sometimes you taste it and you go, oh, I think it needs a bit more of something. So I might give this tahini. So tahini is ground up sesame seeds, for people who don't know what tahini is.
Yeah, I think in Australia they do know what is tahini. You can find it in any supermarket.
Yeah, and this one I think this is from Woolworths. It's Mavis. It's quite a good brand. I like it. So you can get hulled or unhulled. So I'm just going to put a tablespoon in to see how we go.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, you know, you can add too much tahini and it's a bit. I'm going to use about a quarter of a teaspoon of salt. And again, if it's not salty enough for you, you can add some extra later. And a good crack of pepper. Like you can add leftover roasted pumpkin to your hummus, roasted beetroot. You can put
That's
cumin.
right. This is the colorful beetroot we're talking about. Yeah. That's
So
it.
I'm just going to not put a time limit on it. I'm just going to turn it on to about speed 5, and then I'm going to drizzle some olive oil into it. I also have I made some chili and garlic oil, and I often dress the top, or if it's just for me, I'll put some of the chili and garlic oil in it. So I might put a little spoonful in there while it's going, because my kids don't mind a bit of chili. So I put on about
nice.
I will stop it.
Which speed are you using and how long
about
you got?
5.5.
Okay.
Now I'm just going to scrape down.
Yeah.
And then I might put 1 spoonful of the chili garlic oil into it now.
So the kids gonna, they love the...
Yeah, I don't even know. And then I'll just go on that speed 4. And just drizzle some olive oil in.
Yeah.
Right, we'll have a check. Scrape it down if we need to.
Yeah.
Oh, it smells amazing.
You like me.
Oh, makes me hungry.
Yeah.
So I'll have a taste just to see if it needs more lemon, more tahini.
Do you use cumin in any stage with your hummus?
Sometimes I do, depending. Like the kids don't like it as much with that in it.
Ah, okay.
So I'm just going to add probably a little bit more tahini because I like it with a little bit more.
It makes it more thicker, no? The hummus, yeah.
Drizzle more of lemon. And a little pinch of salt. Yeah, so hummus, like that tahini flavour can be a bit strong for some people. So I always like to add some and then just add a bit more later if it's not too bad.
Yeah.
So I'll just give that another blend at about 4. I can taste a little bit of the chili in it too. It's yum.
You using a speed 4 or a...
Okay. One more taste. So
That's it? Done.
that's it. You can I just put it on a plate.
Yeah. You know, also the turbo mood you can use for doing that, I think. Turbo?
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes it ends up going all up the sides and doesn't blend. But you can blend it for longer if you want it. It doesn't bother me if there's a few little chickpeas in it. Then I get the chili
Okay.
and garlic.
Yeah. And
Just
you
pop
drizzle?
a little bit.
Oh, yummy. Looks good. But you know, what we use in our country, in overseas, we use za'atar. Did you know about this?
No, what is that?
Za'atar? No?
No.
This is a famous, you know, like a spice that you put on hummus, on dips, and we...
Yeah, with bread and oil?
Yeah.
Yes, I do know.
And also on pita bread. So it's you can find it in any Lebanese shop, I think. I don't know where you are in New South Wales, aren't you?
Yeah, and I live on a little coastal town. Well, it's not that little anymore, but It's really hard to find continental foods, and like going to those shops are like my favorite things to do. So
Okay,
I usually
where
have
are
like
you are in Kiyuma, no? How you
mm,
say which
in Kayama, which is not
Kayama?
far from
Yeah.
Wollongong. Yeah. Oh, that hummus is good. The oil,
Yeah,
that's it.
so beautiful. Yeah,
That's the
it's
quickest
really
way.
what we wanted to share. It's a quick and very under 5 minutes or 4 minutes dishes that you can do with your Thermomix, isn't it, Nomi?
Yes, so
Yeah,
easy. Like I'm going to a my friend's house tomorrow night, so I'll take some hummus or something like
yeah,
that. There's a lot of dips on the cookie dough recipe website. I noticed some really nice dips. I've saved loads of them because it's so simple. If someone says bring something to a party,
yeah,
a dip is
exactly.
really easy.
So you can easily do it and go, right?
That's
Yeah.
right. And you know, like you don't want to buy something. It never tastes the same when you buy something. You feel like you've accomplished something if you take something and everyone's like, oh, wow, that's lovely. And it only took you a
Yeah,
couple of minutes.
I totally agree with you. I just want to make sure that everybody knows from where are you and what is your area, and if they want to, approach you, they will know you can guide them and, like get them into the Thermomix business if they want, right?
Yes, definitely.
With the earn for, Nomi, maybe you take a couple of minutes to talk about the earn for and
yeah, so I am actually earning my Thermomix if you sell 4 Thermomix, you get your Thermomix for free and you get your deposit back, which was 800 and something dollars. So that is a really good way to earn your Thermomix instead of paying for it. If you've got a group of friends that want to come to your house and you can cook for them,
yeah,
you can go to their houses, show them how it works. One of my girlfriends just invested in her own Thermomix and she thought about it for ages. And I said to her, look, at this time of the year, if you purchase a Thermomix, you can purchase a second bowl, which is this, the bowl, the
yeah,
blade, the lid. You get
yeah.
that for $29. These are what, $375?
That's amazing offer.
Yeah. And that's handy. So if I've made the hummus and then I want to make the Brazilian cheese puffs to go with it,
Yeah,
I can just
exactly.
put the other bowl on instead of washing it up. But washing it up is super easy too. I can't believe it. I usually just put in some hot water, a
Yeah,
tiny drop of dishwashing liquid, put the lid on,
yeah,
whiz it around, and it comes up pretty clean. You might have to wipe a little bit here and there, but not really. Like if I cook something in
yeah,
the pan, you know, you've got to work hard to get it off, and some bits burn or they catch on the bottom. It doesn't happen in the
yes.
Thermomix. I haven't burnt myself. I've got scars all over me from burning myself from cooking, and I don't burn myself from having the Thermomix. And it's safe for kids because
Yeah,
they're, you
exactly.
know,
This is what I'm thinking. It's so
yeah, there's no
safe for kids.
open flame. Because I have a gas stove top, so for them to
Yeah,
cook, they have to put that on, and they can use this while I'm not here. Whereas I don't want them to cook anything if
in a
I'm not
safe
here.
environment. I totally agree with you. It's really safe. And I was also cooking like you for years, and I got tired of this. Or the same procedure, peel up the onion, cut it, and saute and so on. And this is doing it in 5 minutes, and you have the time to do different other things that you want to do. It's
Yeah, that's
amazing.
right. Well, you could be cutting like if I've made a curry of the onion and the garlic and turmeric, whatever goes in here,
Yeah,
and it gets chopped and then it gets sauteed. Normally, if you saute, you've got to stand there and stir it on the stove top. Make sure it doesn't burn. Get the right temperature. This sets the right temperature for you. It stirs it for you. So if you're cutting up vegetables, or not, no, you'd have your vegetables cut in there, but if it's chicken, you might want to cut up your chicken, or you want to go and get coconut cream from the pantry or something like that. You can do that while it's sauteing. You don't have to stand here. go and do what you want, come
Yeah,
back.
it's really time saver. This is what
Yeah,
we mean by saying time saver, efficient, quick, and saving money that they really talked about it this week about the adjusting the dishes for your size. So the portion, you know, the cookie do now the latest version that it's adapt to the size of what you want to cook.
that's
Even
right.
yeah.
Like I always over cater, and there's only 3 of us here, me and the 2 kids, so there's
Yeah.
always so much food left over, and I can make, because one of the things that held me back from getting a Thermomix, I looked at this bowl and thought, you know, my kids are going to eat way more than that. There's
Yeah.
no way that, you know, I'm going to fill my kids. But if I had this full of curry, it's quite big. Like if I
It's
have
a lot.
curry, that's a lot. And then you add
Yeah.
rice, if you eat rice. So that would last me a few meals. And I don't want to cook every single day because I've got children's sport, work, all
Yeah.
those things. So if I do double the amount that I need, then I
Yeah.
don't have to
You're
cook the next
saving
day.
time as well over the week. Yeah.
Yes.
I find that when I cook here, I cook just for me and my daughter. It was I had leftover and I didn't use it because it was a lot. But now with the adjustment of cookie dough, I can downsize to 2 and
Yep.
basically yeah, just save and not having to, yeah, put it in the fridge and then throw it in the end of the week because I want to adjust the dishes, that's all.
Yes. And that's exactly what I usually add more. But that's, you know, kids take them for lunch. We don't eat sandwiches or
Oh,
anything.
that's
So,
nice.
yeah, so we have a little thermos. Kmart does them for $8, I think, and I just heat it up and I throw it in the thermos and they take it to school.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. But anyway, so we said earn 4, which is until when? It's until I think the 12th of December, which is around the corner, basically. So if someone or some woman or a housewife or whatever, they want to join this community, they have to join until the 1st of December, basically, to earn
Yes.
4. But they still can do it after 1st of December within 60 days. So
Yes.
they don't have to rush really. But yeah, it's like a month and a bit to
Yeah.
make this amazing decision because I heard Thermomix, they released that offer once in a couple of years, not really.
Yeah, we got lucky. So
Yeah,
you can, you know, there's Christmas coming up, so you can have your girlfriends over for Christmas drinks or some food. You can cook for them and show them how easy it is to
yeah.
make whatever it is you want to make, and then you're
I
having
mean,
a
for
demonstration.
mom, no me, for mom is really essential. I don't believe how a mom can function without it. Now when I'm realizing what it does, me and I have teenagers, so it's they cooking with
Yes,
this. So it's also incredible. But at the same time, when you have little kids and you need to do fast, and it's really challenging. And when you have this, so
yes,
why not to try it, give it a go, and if it suits you, you can
yeah.
also offer it to your friends and to your network.
Well, I wish that it was around when my kids were babies, because
Yeah,
the
15
babies
years
do, like,
ago.
you know, 5 o'clock is when the babies start crying for an hour. Guaranteed, you start cooking and the babies are crying.
That's
So if
right.
you were making baby food or whatever, or dinner, and you're breastfeeding, just pop it in and walk away and go and breastfeed and it's done. Like, but the cookie dough has a lot of baby food recipes, I noticed as well. So you can
Yeah,
make a
this is
lot of
only just
things.
updated now, recently, the whole
Yeah.
collection that you do it in under 1 or 2 minutes, which is brilliant
Yeah.
for mom of a baby. Oh my God, they have to really, you know, take
Yeah.
advantage
Well, I
of
was
that.
cooking the strained apples on the stove top and then putting it in a food processor or a blender. So it
Yeah,
cuts
yeah,
out a lot of your appliances, but it cuts out a lot of the time because you fit a lot. Like I still make the um, pureed apples and things because my daughter loves to have that as a snack. So I
really, and
got,
it's really
yeah,
healthy, you know.
apples,
It's very
pears,
healthy.
strawberry, frozen strawberries. I put them all in. It just cooks for like 15 minutes or whatever, and then at the end, I just blend it. So I'm not transferring it to other appliances or
Yeah.
anything like that. Making no less washing up.
Yeah. Well, so you summarized all the major things. I'm just going to show you what the cheese puff, because they're nearly ready. I think they are ready. Look
Perfect.
at that.
Oh,
They're
beautiful.
beautiful and they're so yummy. Sorry, I just turned the camera. I'm not so good at these things. Usually my daughter is my camera person here, but today she's at school, you know?
Yes.
See, it looks
That's
amazing and
beautiful.
it stays. The taste is absolutely amazing. And you know, when you have a quick guest that's coming, you do it in 10 minutes, 15 minutes include the preparation time. It's brilliant.
Yeah, something so basic that you can add with a meal if someone's coming over, or you can put it with anything. You can open it up and pop in it some pesto, which is really nice.
Oh my
Which
God, that's amazing. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
this
right.
is like a smear of pesto. I love, like we love pesto in this house. So, and we add it, like we don't just have it with pasta, we might drizzle it over roasted vegetables, or, but opening up a cheese puff and putting a little bit in there just adds
Yeah,
next level.
exactly. I agree with you. Totally agree. But anyway, I hope, yeah, it's gonna help someone to understand that it's really quick with the Thermomix to
Yes.
walk around the kitchen, around the kids, around the, especially in the festival season, that they are all the time in the kitchen.
Yeah. It's such a, like, it's such an investment. And for what, if you can get the 24 months in interest free for about $24 a week, I mean,
Yeah.
like coffee now is about $6 to buy a coffee, and a lot of people get one a day.
Where in New South Wales?
Yeah, it is.
I'm here
Down
in
the road
Adelaide.
is
It's
about six, depends what
4.50
you have,
still.
between $5 and $6. Coffees have gone right up.
Yeah?
So
Oh my God.
yeah. So I don't really drink coffee. I might have one or two, every now and then when I go out with friends or something, I'll usually have a juice or a smoothie, but I know that I paid $6 the other day for one.
Yeah, for every day. So do it for 5 days, you end up in $30 per week,
That's
which is
right.
basically, yeah, what everybody's around here doing. So yeah,
Yeah.
just a
So
little
it's
tip
pretty
from
good.
Nomi's Health House.
Yeah. That's
You
right.
have to teach us the celery juice. You did the other day post, it was really interesting, but I didn't quite understand how to do it in the
Right.
end.
Yeah, I have a juicer, so I do it in my juicer, but you can do it in the Thermomix.
Can
So
I? Yeah.
you just blend it, no
Okay.
water, nothing, you just blend it in the Thermomix, and then you get a cheesecloth strainer, or a nutbag
Okay,
strainer,
straightener, yeah.
and you strain it out. Yeah. So
So
if you blend
basically
it, you
it's
have to
just the
strain it.
celery. It's just the
Yes,
celery juice.
just celery, nothing else. You cannot add
And
anything
how
to it.
much I need to drink every day, every morning?
So you start with about 30 mils, like a
30
little,
mil. Okay.
because
That's not too
it
bad.
will clean you out. So the first time you use it, that you drink it, it can make you run to the toilet. But it's just working on your liver, your gut, your kidneys. It's getting rid of a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So then you just start to gradually add. The next week you do 40 mils. The week after,
Okay.
50 mils, until I drink one of this size, like a mason jar.
Wow. Every
Yeah.
day, yeah? Every day.
I don't do it every day anymore, but I do. My daughter and I will have it probably 2 or 3 times a week, just depends.
Oh, brilliant. Now you gave me
Yeah.
a big tip and I will try to do I will do it from tomorrow.
Yes, and it is really good. It's very good for the liver, the gut. If I don't drink that, like this morning, it's got half a lime squeezed into it and then some mint from the garden, and then I just sort of muddle it
Wow,
around and
yummy.
mash it, and then I just drink that on an empty stomach because that's cleansing too. And then I'll fill it up
Cleansing.
once I've drunk all that water, then I have my breakfast or whatever, then I refill that throughout the day and just sip on it.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
So thank you, Nomi, for the invite. And yeah, we might do next week or the week after another live with different dishes that more interesting the audience. I will have a look in my personal cookbook to see how can I adjust it to the cookie, do you know?
Yeah, definitely. All right, well, we can make whatever. Maybe if somebody is watching this, they want to request something, we can always have a
Yeah,
look
we
at what
can
we can
show
cook.
them exactly the
Yeah,
process and how it's come together and everything, because it's really brilliant, right?
yes,
I agree.
definitely. I'm
All
going to eat
right.
some hummus. I'm starving now.
Yeah, and
Finish.
I'm gonna eat this. Not that it's really good for the breakfast, but anyway, yeah, today.
All
So
right,
have a
thank
lovely
you.
day, and for everyone is watching, have also a lovely day, and we hope you get something out of that. Even one thing is something.
Definitely. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Naomi. Bye.
Bye.